Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Mo Gaddy. I got a special guest in the building. I got Miss Maggie Mack, and we
Yep.
gonna get and we gonna talk about, I guess, deadbeat dads signing over their rights over child support.
Deadbeat dads signing over their rights if they've been put on child support. So listen, y'all, we ain't gonna, be on here too long, but I do have a video that I am gonna play so y'all can get some type of context, of what we're talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it and see if y'all can hear the audio. Hold on. Cause I told her straight up, if you ever put me on child support, I'm gonna be the biggest deadbeat there is. I'm letting 67,000 likes on that video. Y'all don't love your children. Hey y'all, Mom Mac here. And I'm sorry. What kind of logic is that? You're basically announcing you only take care of your kids, or you only gonna take care of your kids on your own terms. The minute the court gets involved, now you want to punish the child. That's weird. Child support isn't about the mother, it's about the child. Food costs, clothes costs, school costs, life costs. If you help create that life, you help sustain it, period. And let's be honest, most men who end up on child support are already inconsistent. So for you to threaten to do even less, that's not power. That's immaturity. A real man doesn't stop being a father because paperwork get involved. A real father shows up regardless. If money is the only thing connecting you to your child, that's not the system's fault. That's yours. Stop acting like being responsible is a punishment. Take care of your kids, y'all. That's all you got to do. Okay. That's the bill. Did you hear, Mo?
Yeah. I heard it. Yeah. So Miss Mack, you had a lot of guys, a lot of feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Coming at you about it's just really they're willing to sign their rights over.
Right. And
Uh,
that's the crazy part. That's the crazy, because a lot of times you don't understand just how many men have that same logic about if the mom put them on child support that they would sign their rights over. And when I tell you over thousands of men said they agree with that man saying he will sign his rights over, or if she will put him on child support, he will only do the bare minimum. He will only do just that. If the court assign him $500 a month, that's all he doing. Not no time spent with the child, no nothing else other than what the court legally assigned him to do.
wow. I, that's. I mean, with me being a father myself, I mean that'd be kind of hard for me to do, to basically sign my rights over. I mean, it's and the number that you had gave me earlier about, is so many guys that'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
So many guys willing to, just because they're on child support, they're willing to sign their rights over. I mean, how could you just do your own flesh and blood like that?
Right. You don't love your kid, basically, or your children, because some people are on child support for multiple kids.
I would listen to a guy. He was saying it's a lot of deadbeat guys that's in the home with their kids because um, if they went with the mother, they wouldn't be in the kid's life.
Right.
Um, that's some wild stuff. We're gonna get some. When we start getting people in, we're gonna start getting, reading some of the comments, and get their perception on it. But that that
Yeah,
that's that's
that's
wild.
true, and that's the number one thing. If the guy and the woman don't work out and they have kids, 9 times out of 10, they are going to be deadbeats. And I was talking to somebody else, another guy. He said he was on child support for 2 separate women, and he said, and I told him, normally why it's so hard for them to co-parent or for them to come to an agreement is because they are still messing with each other. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
I
men and
agree.
women are still messing with each other, and then when it don't work out, or they end up moving on with someone else, it's only one person that suffers, and that's a child.
Exactly. Exactly. I totally agree with you on that. And like we had on one of our previous shows that we was talking about that, and you was on that show also, and we was talking about when Portis was saying women be bitter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we was like, well, sometimes the reason why she won't allow you to see your child or whatever, she's taking you through that is because you still going back and forth. You
Right.
know, when a man go when he's still messing around with the baby mama, then he got a girlfriend and he going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
That baby mama gonna give him some problems.
Yep.
So you either you cut it off and you be totally 100% about the child.
Right.
You can't go back and forth. Because it's gonna be some issues.
Mm-hmm.
And you stated it also, and
Because
that
normally, people do stuff out of emotion. They angry,
exactly
they hurt, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they
right,
powerless. These
right,
real strong men that think they powerless, like they don't have no say so or what the woman do, because that would it boil down to me as a mother. When it comes to the kid or something like that, and you speak with the dad about, it's all about the kid. So when
exactly.
that person say, okay, who were you with this time? Who were you with that time? Like, you worrying about the mother instead of worrying about the kid.
A
And
lot
a
of them
lot
do
of
that.
men like that because y'all
Yeah,
feel powerless that y'all don't have a say so of what that woman is doing anymore. But y'all want to do what y'all want to do. Let's
right,
talk about it.
right, right. Now, Miss Mac, I did see a video. Uh, what's that comedian that comedian name? Jess, what's her name?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, Jess Hilarious. Yeah, that's her
Mhm.
name. She stated that I guess she felt some type of way and she was trying to take her baby out of her baby daddy's life for ex husband. Like, I don't know if I'm telling it right, baby daddy, right?
Mhm.
Um, but anyway, then I guess she thought about it, and then she knew she was wrong for doing that. So what? Name something else may make women want to take, not allow the father to be in the child's life.
My thing is, the only thing that would make, what I'm saying, a woman that take a father completely out of life, if they not doing it in the first place. If they
Right,
not spending
right,
no
right,
time, they not spending no money, or if they do come every blue moon, and what they fail to realize, when you do that, when you come into a child life every blue moon, it makes it harder on the mom. You know what I'm saying?
ex-
Because they come like they, Superman, you know what I'm saying? They may have them for a day, or they may go buy them something for that day that maybe the mom haven't been able to buy them yet, or something like that, because she's handling the responsibilities that he's not helping with. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
She's paying all the bills. She's take care of all the, school stuff, all the clothes, everything like that. And he'll come and buy something that they probably really wanted at the time,
right,
and to make them feel like they, are doing a good job. But that ain't nothing.
right,
That
right,
it's
right,
not
right,
nothing. And when they leave and not reach back out until a certain amount of time, it makes it hard on the mother.
right, right, exactly.
Because then what the kids start doing, they start acting out, depending on the age. You know what I'm saying? They start acting out, or they not understand. If they're younger, they don't understand just what's going on.
Right, right, right. And a lot of men, they feel like just because they're paying child support,
Mm-hmm.
that's all they need to do. But
Right.
and like when you're a single mother, there's other things there's gas,
Mm-hmm.
there's other activities. I mean, it costs a lot to raise a child.
Exactly.
It's, it's not cheap.
It's
And
not cheap, and it's not always about the money. You know what I'm saying? But
right,
money is, and like one of those comments, they said, oh, child support is just for the government. The government, no, they have those programs, child support programs for the state. Each state has their own child support program, but the child support itself is for that child. is for their child. So they were like, oh, you just giving money to the government. We can talk this out, or we can inform or something. But if you could did that, they wouldn't even have to get the court involved. If you're responsible enough, if you're a responsible enough adult to handle your business, or y'all can come into an agreement, or some the court won't even never be involved.
Okay, we got a couple of comments here. We got Sharita Kelly in she's in the building. That's my word. That's my word. And we got Reggie Sharp in the building, and we have a comment. And Reggie Sharp says, he said child support hurts your pockets. He said, but if Shawty play that game, he said, but if Shawty play that game, I'm only paying child support, and that's it. And Sharita said hello. Say, well, yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure Reggie done paid some child support. Hell, I done paid some child support.
So Reggie said child support hurt your pocket.
Right. And my niece, Lori, it looks like she's in the building, but she's on YouTube's. Reggie Sharp, Reggie said, I just gave you what the state asked for. You would be mad. And that's true, because a lot of times.
But why would you? But I'm just saying, Reggie, you know, so you saying if you only gave what the state is required, because normally when you get put on child support, they're taking the mom income, if the mom has an income, and they're taking the dad income. So that's why you're not solely responsible, because it's two. Both of y'all had a child. You know what I'm saying? That it takes both incomes. So if they say you got to pay $500, you know $500 is not enough to take care of that child. You know that. So why in your mind you saying that's the only thing you're gonna do when it comes to your child? That's selfish, and you don't love your kids if that's how you think.
Yeah, I mean, well, I know Reginald personal. Now he
I mean, I know he just want to get me riled up.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, a lot of men, it's sad, but a lot of men think that way. And me as a man, I don't want to get on here and bash men like that, you know, because I've been stating last 3 shows, you know, us men, we have to hold each other accountable for, like, when it comes to our families, when it comes to our kids. I mean, I know, like, okay, for instance, you got some dudes out here pay as low as $30 a week. Is it $30 a week when they don't have a job? It's something like that. But I mean, like you said earlier, you know, the government go off what you make, and they go off what the man make, and still what the man is paying, it still may not be enough. You know, now, you know, like in certain cases when you have the football players, the NBA players, you know, all these entertainers that actually making a whole lot of money. Yeah, you know, I think those child support they paying the money is ridiculous. You know, you got some people getting $175,000 a month for child support. That's that's ridiculous.
Because, you know, they base it on the child well-being too. If they live in if they live in a $400,000 house, you know, I mean, it's down the middle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta produce your expenses for that money. If they got mortgage, if they got car note, and they driving them high cars, you know what I'm saying? They adding all that together. So when you got to think about that, they paying that much child support, it's based on them. They're not. It's not going to be the same based on a regular John. You know what I'm saying? It's based on they both incomes, and it goes down the middle, or it goes on who makes the most, or higher. But you put all your bills into it. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, a lot of men, when these women go to the child support office and they put these guys on child support and they have to go to court, a lot of them men don't even show up. So when they don't show up, of course they're going to take the woman's side. The woman can tell them anything they want to know about that man, and the man, the judge gonna take that woman's side because they didn't even show up to even stand up for themselves. Why you didn't show up and put your bills
that's the problem. Right. That's the problem. I mean, why wouldn't you show up? I mean, we gonna get to a couple of comments, but I'm gonna say this right here. Why wouldn't you show up? And then you got some guys that just because, I was telling, one of my friends, I was like, look, yeah, I know you behind the child support. You don't file your taxes. I said, file your taxes.
Right.
File your taxes and allow that will go to your balance.
Yeah.
That will help you get out the hole.
They don't even want to do that. They ain't 5-10 years.
Right. And then they got to understand this. When they get older, when they get in like retirement ages, when they get to that age where they want to, get their social security, right? When they get to that age right there, they're gonna take that.
Right.
They don't realize that though. When you get in retirement ages and you think you're just because your kids are grown and they got kids or whatever, they still gonna come back and take money from you.
Right.
Because especially if you didn't file taxes all them years.
Okay, let me see.
Read Reggie's comments.
Okay, let me read Sharita first. Okay. Oh, now Reggie said Shawty want to go out and child support can't watch that little joker. And then Sharita said, I have heard that they could give more without the court. And Reggie said, that's what I'm saying, Mahaslin. If I just do what the state requires you will be mad. So keep them people out of our business and let's work it out. I wish some people can work it out, but they can't. And he said, free Carmelo. And listen, Sharita said, I have seen a few men that put themselves on child support just so they can have proof that they take care of their children. That too. But listen, like I was saying, if the mom and the dad can come to an agreement, child support, that they don't even go to the child support office. If they can come to an agreement, spend time with their kids and everything, but it don't go like that because they're not responsible enough to handle that business on their own. So normally when the court is involved, that's the last resort. Now I know it is some bitter women, like I said, because these men and women be still messing around with each other, and then they end up go mess with somebody else. That will make them bitter. You know what I'm saying? And okay, they'll go straight to the child support office, especially if they know they got a good man. You know what I'm saying? If they know that man ain't hitting on nothing and working under the table, they ain't going to no child support office. So what they gonna get? Nothing.
Them $30 a week.
That ain't nothing. So why even have to be the hassle or even doing all that when you know you ain't gonna get nothing? That's the last resort when somebody go to the child support office. And Sharita, some men do put themselves on child support because they do want to have that, black and white paper trail of showing what they do. Because some women, again, not saying that, a lot of them are like that, but some women will use that money however they please. You know what I'm saying? Then the kids still don't have what they supposed to have. So I have seen that case too. Reggie said child support really ain't bad, but that's all the state requires. So you can't say Buddy didn't take care of his baby. He did take care of his baby.
So sometimes, even though we paying child support, basically we just thinking the money raising the child. It take more than money. I don't want to get off topic, but a lot of men feel like if they paying child support, they don't have to have anything to do with the child. They look at, I had a friend tell me, shit, her baby dad looked at her child like a bill.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy,
That's so crazy.
And you got a lot of men think that way. They think, oh, that's a bill I'm paying to a child support. When you paying child support, even though they taking that money out your check, I wouldn't look at it like it's a bill because this is something that we're supposed to do, especially if you and your child are not like. Now, this is what I think child support really should be for. If me and the mother, we're not in the same city, we live across country. Oh yes, I need to pay child support. because I'm not there to help her out with certain things, with getting the kids and their activities and stuff like that or whatever.
Mhm.
But if we're in the same city, if we in the same town, same city, me and the mother can work out something where I'm there for everything that child needs. Even if she gets short on the bill or whatever, you be like, well, I'm short on my mortgage this month or my car note or whatever. You may have to take the baby to the doctor or whatever. But y'all come to a agreement, a common agreement where y'all can work things out together instead of putting the stake in y'all business. That's how I think it should be.
Mhm.
You come together. But see, a lot of women don't trust the guy that they with. They don't trust that he's going to be there. So they go put the guy on child support. So
Right.
you got to look at that too. You got to look at both ways. But I just feel like if y'all can come to a common agreement and y'all work it out together or whatever, that's how it should be. I mean, you still gonna spend a lot of money regardless, because like we said earlier, it takes a lot of money to raise these kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially the age on the kids. So basically, for me, child support isn't supposed to be a payment for access to a child or a payment to the other parent. It's
Right.
meant to help ensure that the child receives financial support from both parents, even
Right.
if the parents are not together. And like I said, when I said depending on the age, you got child care, daycare. Some of these daycares are like $500 a week. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? I'm talking about depending on the age. If they're 12 and under and they still go to regular daycare, you got to pay transportation, education, school, healthcare.
right.
Because listen, if the mom is working and she ain't gonna qualify for no Medicaid,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Especially if she only had one child. Now, if they have more than one, as you have more kids, of course, you're in that higher bracket. But then you got housing, you got rent, you got utilities, you got food,
Right.
clothing. $500 for it's not enough.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And that's because y'all are not together for one. Number two, I mean, the mom is trying to work, the dad is trying to work. That $500, that's a a car note or more a month.
That's
You
a
get what I'm
light
saying?
bill. That
Yeah,
baby, some people light bill $300, $400. That's a light bill.
yeah.
Okay, let me see some of the comments. Sharita said it's changing now. Women can pay child support. Can pay child support now. And Reggie said he did what is required. So how is that not take care of the baby? And he said, you asked for child support. I gave it to you. So I'm confused. Doesn't that make him a good father? And he said, but if the guy doesn't pay, he is a deadbeat, right? So it's like a lose-lose situation, whether you pay or don't pay. Children really don't want money. They want time. And Sheree said, I agree, Miss Matt. It takes money to take care of children. Sharita, women can pay child support now. And that's another thing. There is so many women that are switching roles with these dads, and now they're really seeing, just how it is. Because a lot of women are giving up their rights and giving the kids to the dad. Not saying that I'm the type of person, I don't see a lot of videos of women doing that. I just seen another video of a woman did that, and she was like, if he wants child support, okay, I'll just go down to the court and just tell them I'm a barber and I don't make this or that and that. Just all the excuses a man would give to stop for helping to support the child. And they are giving their kids up. You know what I'm saying? They are giving their kids up. So a lot of women are taking the child support role as well, and they are giving their kids up. Reggie, doing well. You a deadbeat. You're a deadbeat if you don't help take care of that kid. And kid do want time too. But money, everybody fail to realize you still have to have money. You still have to take care of that kid. That kid still need food, clothing, housing. And I don't understand how these dads out here don't even care what that kid ate today. You know what I'm saying? How you got kids and you don't even care if they even ate a good balanced meal. Like, it don't make no sense.
Nah, I mean, yeah, like I say, that's another thing. You know, the mama work. You know, she's doing all that, and she got to come home and cook for the kids, get the kid. Think about a lot of mamas had to get these kids up early in the morning before they go to work. Get the kids, maybe take the kids to the boys club or whatever. They take them to school or to a daycare where they take the kids. I mean, all that costs. Everything that you do with it for a child costs. I mean,
and a lot of them men already know because they were once in the house.
Right.
You feel
right.
me?
Exactly.
So all of them know exactly how this transpire or what they have to do with these kids. And then when they not in the house, you all of a sudden don't care no more.
Right.
It's crazy.
Because child support really don't cover like activities. You know, like if your child want to play football, basketball, or whatever, child support don't cover that. A lot of men think that that's extra. That's activities. You know, you should want your child in activities. So that's just extra. You know, that child support really covers like maybe to help out with the rent or whatever, or with the
basic necessities.
The basic necessities. Right. So not only do you have to pay child support, it's other things that you got to do too. You know, I mean, and people need to understand. Men, women, and men who pay child support, they need to understand that because it's more to it than that. You know,
exactly.
And like and you paying whatever you paying a month, $1,000 a month or whatever. Just say you paying your baby mama or ex-wife $1,000 a month for child support. And just say her rent or mortgage is $1,700, $2,000 a month. I mean, that really might not be helping her. You know, I may be wrong. I may have. I'm just looking at
it's not helping at all. So
right. If that's not even counting, you know, the car note or whatever that she got to pay because she got to have that car to get the kids to school, to the doctors, to the activities, and you know. So, I mean, it's kind of hard. You know, it's real hard. I mean, sometimes you know, only way child support, you know, will help out the mother and the dad to make a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
And a lot of us men, we don't.
That's the only way.
We don't make that type of money. You know, if you're a $50,000-$60,000 a year man, and you know that you know, y'all might as well come to like I said earlier, to an agreement. Look, we're gonna do this together. I know we're not in the same household, but we're gonna do this together. But with that, we just don't, you know, the baby mama don't trust it. She don't trust the baby daddy.
Exactly.
Or the wife don't trust the ex-husband. She I guess she looked at what he did while they was together, and she figured like, well, I'm gonna put this joke on child support because he didn't even handle his business around here. So I don't trust it.
Yeah. And Reggie said, I've been in child support court. It is not that bad, but women want it both ways. You can't want my money and my time. You got to pick a struggle now, Lord. He said, how does a kid need $10,000, $10K a month? They don't know. They don't. It's really mama support. And he said, do like every other baby mama do. Give buddy a little sum every now and then, and the buddy will comply with your demands. He said, if I pay her $1,000 a month, I want a little cat every now and then. See what I'm saying? See this what we see. This what people got to deal with. And the women that get $10,000 a month, those are the women who income is higher and the dad income is higher. Those are the people. Regular people ain't getting no $10,000 a month. But Reggie, the prime example of what I said about they still messing around, and then y'all want to say somebody bitter. You still messing around.
Reggie.
You know what I'm saying?
That goddamn Reggie, boy. I tell
And that's how them men be thinking, because they still be messing around until that woman find out he messed with somebody else, and then it's go time. You know what I'm saying?
Reggie said he paid $1,000 money. He need a little cat.
Oh, I have mercy. See,
So
what I'm saying? That's why it's so many. And then what happened? She don't put him on child support for one child. What happened? Another child come, another child come, another child come. How you still having a kid by this same man that you don't put on child support? Like, come on now.
And that's another thing. We're gonna get to Sharita's comment, but that's another thing. Like this is like I have to look at the women. Like, why would you continue on why would you want to have a baby by somebody that, okay, you got the first baby by him. He's not doing what he's supposed to do with that baby, but you're gonna have another baby by this guy. So I mean, come on, ladies, we gotta be smart here. We gotta be smart. That's why some men are saying women need to be held accountable too. Well, they do in a certain way, but as a whole, as a men, we need to step up to the plate, do what we're supposed to do, take care of these kids, regardless.
Right.
Just stand up and just be a man. Let's take care of these kids. But like y'all said that's only in the perfect world. Well, we start looking at a perfect world, and just like you and I was talking earlier, Miss Mac, a perfect world is, you living by the word, you believing in God, you're following God's command. So when you follow God's command, that doubles all the way down to you being a provider for your family, for your kids. You being a great father.
Exactly.
It's just like you said, if that joker don't love God the way he's supposed to love God, 9 times out of 10, he ain't loving his kids.
Nope, he ain't no good no way.
Right.
He ain't no good, and they ain't gonna make it.
They
ain't gonna make it.
But you're absolutely right. But read Sharita's comment.
Okay, Sharita said, Reggie. Sharita said, Reggie, your kid is not a bargain chip. I know that's right, Sharita. Reggie said, damn right, we messing around if you put them leggings on, Miss Mac. And he said, if it's good, we ain't never going to end. We are forever. Ain't no leaving me. See, that's that toxic stuff. And a lot of people be toxic just like that. See, that's women. That's why you got to close them legs. Yeah, you cannot keep on giving them a taste of what you got, because that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get rich. You're going to get rich.
And do you, let me ask you this, Miss Mac, do you think like a lot of women, why do women go back and continue on messing with the baby daddy? Is she knowing that he's not taking care of the first baby, but she continues on going back having kids by this man?
They're a damn fool. They're a damn fool. But a lot of people do that because, for one, there's somebody that they're familiar with. You know what I'm saying? Even though they toxic or whatever, they're familiar with this person. So, okay, why I gotta go find somebody else when I already know? Especially if you got some good D. If you got some good D, that's enough to even get you in. You know what I'm saying? Because there's somebody that you already done dealt with. And a lot of women are not strong enough to do that because they think a sexual relationship means that you in a committed relationship. No. Just because you having sex with that baby daddy, you're not in no committed relationship. Y'all not together. And a lot of y'all women are not understanding that. That's why he can go mess with somebody else and get somebody else pregnant or whatever. Because in y'all mind, y'all think y'all together because he laying down with you every night. You a damn fool.
Right. So
still cooking him something to eat and everything. He ain't buy damn food, grocery in the house, nothing.
So
y'all still having them, they still having access to y'all. And that's exactly why them second and third and fourth baby keep on coming.
So that's why some men said women need to hold themselves accountable for what they're doing on their end, because they keep allowing this guy to go back and forth to get her pregnant and go over here and get this other young ladies pregnant. That's why I say, being a a woman, she got to look at her part too now. But and as being a man, I need to be responsible enough to say, look, I'm not going to, you know, we got one baby. We got one baby together. Let's handle our business on this baby right here. I'm not going to go over here and make another baby with somebody else. Because, see, a lot of young guys don't realize when you get a certain age and you made babies with all these mothers, number one, you get put in the real with that child support. And by the time you get to retirement age, get up in your 50s and your 60s, man, you broke. You still struggling. You still, like you say, you still a homeless guy. And by then, you know, you done lost your looks. Like you said, Miss Mac, the good D ain't the good D no more. And a lot of times you homeless. You know, so that's why, you know, I try to talk to young guys and say, look, man, don't be around here making all these babies with different women. That ain't. As mama them say, that ain't cute. Mm-hmm. Mama them say it ain't cute, and daddy say that ain't cool. You know, so that's what we gotta, like, you know, install in the young man's head. Don't if you gonna get with a woman, have the right intentions. Have the right intentions. If y'all gonna play around, y'all gonna have casual sex. Mm-hmm. Hold yourself responsible. Don't look for that woman to hold herself responsible. Hold yourself responsible. Say, look, I'm not gonna get this woman pregnant. Now, if something happened, accident happened or whatever, okay, you know, sometimes it is what it is, and that baby was meant to be here for a reason. So we have to look at it. And no accident. So I mean, I'm saying, like, you know, if a man has on a condom and it breaks or whatever, and she gets pregnant, you know, a lot of times,
a lot of them people who have kids, and you know, with these women, they ain't using no condom. Right. They hitting it raw. And then just listen, ladies, just because you having sex with that man, that ain't gonna stop the child support.
What's up, Alton?
That's why I want the men. Hey, Alton, I want the men to understand. Just because you think you finna go drop some D off, that ain't gonna stop the child support. That you still got that child support order. You still got it. And Reggie said, Cherie said, "Oh Lord, Reggie, you really feel that way?" And Alton said that part.
Right.
So it ain't gonna stop the child support. The child support is still gonna come. So I don't know why y'all think. I guess y'all be wanting to do that, and y'all be trying to sweet talk the woman to go cut it off. You know, because that happens too.
Right.
A lot of them be wanting to, you know, have sex with it or get the woman to think that they gonna be back together or that sort of thing. And then they will go down there to the child support office and shut it off. Cause that has happened too. These some of these women are damn fool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They'll believe what the guy tell them, and they'll go down there and they'll tell them they want to take them off.
Right, because a lot of these women feel like, you know, like I say, they go back to us men. I don't mean to keep getting on us men, but we sell these women dreams. We sell these women a fantasy. We talking to these women. We're like putting sweet words in their ear. Hey, baby, you know, I still love you. We gonna be together, making all kind of fake dreams and fake plans to her, you know. Then all of a sudden we gone. We over there with the next woman. Right. Who fault is that?
And she don't cut that child support off. Now she be left like a damn fool.
Hey,
whatever you do, women do not stop that child support. It don't matter. And more talking about Social Security. I'm talking about if that man have a car accident today and he getting $30,000 back, trust me, ladies, you gonna be good as set. You gonna be good as set because trust me, you gonna get that insurance money. If they got back child support, you gonna get that insurance money. It's gonna happen way before Social Security.
You're right. I mean, you're right, but no, I'm just saying, like, I'm just letting them know what can happen to them in the future.
Yeah, if you got you think coming to you and you got back child support. Yeah, it's getting tough.
Right. I mean, and you're right, Ms. Matt, because a lot of times by us being young, if I'm a 20-something or 30-something-year-old guy, I'm thinking I'm getting away with it. Not knowing when I get to social security age or whatever, or even when you can get be 55 years old and you get ready, you want to draw your pension or whatever, you want to retire or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, them folks coming to get that money.
Yeah, they think because the child over 18, it don't matter.
They coming to get that money. Your child could be 40 years old.
Yep.
And you in the real, they coming to get that money.
You gonna
unless that baby mama go down there and do what she got to do or whatever and take you off or whatever. Until then, them folks coming to get that money. Especially if your child really got some like Medicaid, Medicaid or P-Care or any type of assistance that your child got. Them folks want that money.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of men understand that. You know, like you said, a lot of them are young when they have these kids. I don't think a lot of them understand when they want these food stamps, they want this Medicaid, they want that welfare check every month. What you fail to realize when they go up there into that health department, they want to know who the dad is. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They want to know who's the absent parent because they gonna, especially if you have a job and that's Social Security. Listen, because a lot of y'all men be telling these women y'all Social Security number. That's all you need. That's all you need. If you with somebody you don't know their Social Security number, what you doing? What you doing? That's the first thing you know. The Social Security number.
Women do that. They will find your Social Security number.
Exactly, because they want to know who the parent is. Because you're gonna get that letter. You're gonna get, and a lot of times the woman trying to do it, they need assistance. You're not helping doing what this, and this is before you on child support. Right. This is before child support. Any assistance they need, and because it's two people had that baby, both of y'all are responsible for that child.
And you still got to pay.
You still got to pay. They want to know who the dad is. And if you don't tell them, because a lot of people do that, they don't put it, they don't put the information on there, they will find it.
You know what a lot of women do too? If they don't have the guy's Social Security number, they know their mama address.
They know somebody's address.
They know their address.
A birthday. And don't let y'all be in jail.
Oh, yeah, you done.
Don't let y'all be in jail. It's over with.
It's over with. Because she got everything in there.
They can, that's plebling records.
Right.
So let me see. Okay, so Rita said, Miss Matt, the state changing that if they play with the state, they will make them pay the money back. And Reggie said, stop that child support hurt ladies. Now, why you gotta be hurt because woman put you on child support? See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's some bitter. That's some narcissism. Listen, just because a woman put you on child support do not mean they hurt. Child support is the last resort for most women. For most women.
But Reggie, as a man, if our women trust us to do what we supposed to do, we wouldn't even be on child support.
Exactly. You wouldn't even get that far.
Right. I mean, because my thing is, I don't want the state in my business. I don't want the assistance or nothing like that. I mean, like I say, if you bring the state in or whatever, it make it hard for the child, make it hard for you, it make it hard for the mother. All we got. Like we said, like you were saying earlier, Miss Mac, paying $500 a week for daycare. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. You got to have 2 or 3 jobs. You got to have some kind of income.
But not just that. I mean, his family step in. Your family. Yeah, we got to help each other out.
Yeah, and that's another thing, Mo, because a lot of times people don't help with the kids. You know what I'm saying? They don't.
Right. It just like this, right? If my son has a baby or whatever, and I'm able to babysit while he's going to work, or if they need help, if he get a baby by a young lady, whatever, I'm gonna be that granddad. I'm gonna do whatever I can, to help them out. And on her side, it should be the same way. Yeah. And that's another thing too, Miss Mac. We got to be wise who we choose to have kids by. Yeah. That go for a man and a woman.
Yeah.
That go for a man and a woman. We got to be wary of that shit because if we don't, if we don't, you know, you in that same situation. Baby mama, baby dad.
Yeah.
Kid that don't have the dad in the life. That all that, man. You know, that's why you have, from the get-go, you got to be wise. Look, see, ladies, when y'all meet that man, see what type of background he got with his family, with his mom, and all that. See if he family oriented. I know y'all don't be, because I know y'all don't be looking at that. Y'all be looking at the tall, flashy guy. You know what I'm saying? Looking good, smelling good. Ooh, child, let me get with him or whatever.
Right.
Us women first. I mean, us. Damn. Us men. we see a woman with a nice shape. Ooh, man, she's sexy. All that. We ain't thinking about, you know, her background. You know, her likes and dislikes, and you know, we're not looking at. We're straight being physical. You know, and I guess this is how life is, but we have to be careful who we lay down with.
Exactly. Okay, let me read. It's coming. Sharita said, yep, that's the first question. You won't get help if you don't tell who the daddy is. And she said, I agree, Miss Matt. The family may not help with child care. So yeah, that's true. And what you just piggyback what you were saying more about family oriented. That's one of my biggest things. If they get with these people, and the first thing, how, you know, if I don't even see, if I'm around you, because you know when you first meet somebody and you with them 24/7, because you know you love bombing, you know what I'm saying? So you with them a lot. So if I'm with you a lot and I don't even see you talk to your mama, if your mama living and I don't see you talk to your mama at least once that day, then that we not together. You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag. You're not family oriented. How can you go weeks, sometimes months, and you have not even talked to your mama?
Portis just shine. What's up, Portis?
Oh, Portis.
He came at the end. Yeah, he ain't want no parts of this show here.
No, he the one need to come in. Bring your butt in, cause yeah, you need. We talking about child support.
He ain't want no parts of this.
You the one need to be in here. And listen, Sharita said the woman got to work 2 jobs or try to get help from the state. Yeah, because you got to have some kind of second income or some kind of gig work after your full-time job to even manage if you're doing it by yourself. If you're a single mom, you do have to do that.
That's right. Because look, $500 and like I say, daycare is so expensive. $500 a week. And then you only get a certain amount with child support. Man, how you gonna make it?
Exactly.
How you don't
understand? And then that's why the women who do it, you know what I'm saying, they have 2 jobs or whatever like that. They're not playing with these men. They're not playing with these men. Like, you definitely gotta, man, listen, you definitely gotta bring something to the table. Because if these women are already going through this, what they going through, and you can't bring anything to the table, especially if you're the dad and you're trying to get back with that mom or something like that, and you can't bring nothing to the table, it's definitely a no. And it's even more of a no if she's doing everything by herself.
Yeah.
They not giving you no another chance. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
And like you said earlier, unless he got some good D.
And shit. You may get 1 or 2 times. You may get 1 or 2 times. But you ain't coming back in that house. You ain't coming back in that house.
Reggie Sarson, he'll pay it as long as he can creep. He can creep every now and then.
Oh, bring me in.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like Reggie say, well, hey, Portis, he sent you the email earlier. But like Reggie say, you know, if you paying that $1,000 a month, he can creep in every now and then. But yeah, I mean, it's very expensive raising kids, and like I say, it even get more expensive when the kids get older, especially when they get in high school. When they in high school, you paying, you know, senior dues, junior dues, you're paying for other things that they got going on, activities. I mean, it's a lot.
And
It's a lot.
Sharita said, I know a young lady, they won't help because she work and the baby daddy go from job to job, so the family have to help. And that's true. That's true. And a lot of, and you know, let me clear this up, because a lot of men always say this about the women having all these resources. The women having all these resources. If that woman got income, for instance, just say she got one kid. If she making 40-some thousand, 50-some thousand a year, she ain't getting no welfare check. She ain't getting no food stamps.
No, she's not. She's not getting
She's not getting it. I don't care what state you in. If they have one kid now, it's some that got 4 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids. You know, again, it changes based on the household size. But if they only got one kid, trust me, you not getting none of those resources. You're not getting them. And that's just all to it. And that's just basically to it. So when people say women have all these resources, that means that woman got to quit their job, which if you find a young little girl or something like that, they will do that. They will quit their job so they can get the assistance from the state.
Right.
If they rent, like we were saying, if they rent free, or if they rent is based on income or something of a sort, they will quit their job, especially if a man is there giving like the access money that they need. They'll get the food stamp. That's what I'm saying. A lot of y'all men that say, oh, we were getting all these stamps, we were getting all this and that, because you were sitting here eating, you let this woman get resources from the state, and you sitting here eating, and then, for instance, them food stamps get cut off. You can't even go in the grocery store and buy that same kind of food. You can't do it.
Yeah, Aston say, I guess he was paying $2,700 he paid in 1996. Wow.
$2,700 paid in 19. Well, how much you were paying that way a month?
Man, Aston make a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. Aston said he got them tresses, baby. Look, Aston, listen, you on a different caliber. You said you got them tresses. You said 1996, baby. Them times was a little different.
And that baby that baby grown now, and that baby live good.
And Sharita said, true, you got to have more than one kid. You got to have more than one kid, because believe it or not, the more kids you make, unfortunately, it's the more assistance you get. I know somebody with 10 kids. I know somebody with 10 kids right now. She get almost $4,000 in food stamps.
Oh yeah, he was saying a month. Wow.
A month. Dang, Alton. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the household. It depends on the income. It depends on all of that.
But you know, some guys that got slick, Ms. Mac, they got jobs under the table.
Yeah.
Where in the system don't think they're working, so they make them pay like the minimum or whatever. The minimum is real low, so they can get away with it.
Them men that got them jobs on the table, they hold bitches out here. Because if you would go and I'm sorry. If you would go and get if you would go and get a little under the table job where they pay you cash, you ain't getting no taxes taken out or nothing like that, you a whole different type of man. Whatever that means. Because just so you won't have to take care of your kids and pay child support. Come on now.
Yeah, just like you said with the women, they quit their jobs so they can just totally just depend on
low down. Because again, who suffers? The child.
The child.
Now the child gonna suffer every time.
Now here's my thing right here, Ms. Mac. I think the first 5 years of a child's life, I think it could be the mother or the father, but I prefer the mother being there with the child. Like, she's not really working. The father should be really the sole provider then, like making sure that the child getting the right nourishment. You know, it's a lot. You know, when that baby's around that, I'll say from newborn to maybe 4 years old, into school age, till that child start like going to pre-K or Head Start or whatever. I think the mother don't need to work. I mean, I might get cussed out for this, but
now listen, I don't been a stay-at-home mom. Let me read Sarita comment before. Said what I don't think is fair is when the woman make more, but baby daddy still got a lot of child support. Now that's true. It has to equal out. You know what I'm saying? Because both incomes are used during the child support case. You know what I'm saying? Both incomes are used. So it definitely got to equal out. So the ones that do pay a lot, it's not fair. It's not fair.
What up, peoples?
Finally. But listen, I have been a stay-at-home mom, for 5 years, 6 years. And you know what I'm saying? Even with that, it's other things that take effect when you are a stay-at-home mom. Again, you have to have a person, you know what I'm saying? You have to have someone there that is fully responsible. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be a stay-at-home mom, because typically if you ain't got no side income like me, I write my books, you know what I'm saying? I was still doing my content. I was still doing all that. So you had income coming in for you or whatever. But when you talking about like the bills and everything, you have to have somebody responsible to take over that effect if you is a stay-at-home mom. Everybody can't be a stay-at-home mom because they don't have the support and the help.
They don't have that help. I'm saying it'll be a good thing if a child did have that. A child will be more smarter when they go to school. They'll be more their attention span to be better. Just a little different little things that'll help a child be more productive in school.
Yeah.
Well, let me jump in real quick, y'all. Before I know I came in at the ass end of my bad. I had to, things I had to do or whatever. But I was listening a little bit, and like Miss Mac, I gotta disagree with you when you say that when certain men got jobs under the table, they different type of men. No. Because you really don't understand what that life is like. You feel what I'm saying? And like certain aspects of a man's life, when he's on child support and he has to get that work under the table, because think about it in this aspect of it. Like, me and Mo talk about this all the time, you know what I'm saying? But when you figure they take out what they gonna take out, you feel me? When child support take out what they gonna take out, plus the taxes that they got to take out anyway. You feel what I'm saying? You only making enough just to survive.
Right.
So you have to have that money coming from under the table because that's your full pay. You getting money that's non-taxable and you getting the full amount. You feel what I'm saying?
So why not get a regular job and still work a job under the table?
I mean, you can do that.
Sometimes the ones that have the under the table job, they're still not providing for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because child support not taking it. So they only taking what they taking.
Now, I mean, I'm only speaking for the guys. I can't speak for the guys that's not taking care of their business on that aspect of it. I mean, I can understand where you're coming from, but I'm only speaking for the guys that have to have that under the table job, whether they work in the job, they got a regular job punching the clock, or if they don't and they have to work under the table job, just because, like I said, child support take out so much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like really, really. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but child support is really, really damaging. You know what I'm saying? It's really crippling. But a lot of women don't understand that because, and then I have to disagree with you again when you said you said something about women only 90%. Well, put it this way. You said something about women putting men on child support. 98% of the time women put men on child support, they're 110% bitter.
Nah.
Why do you think they're bitter? Why do you think they're bitter?
It don't make a difference why they bitter.
Wait a minute. Sharita say reported some guys do that, like working on the table so they won't have to pay. And Alton said add insurance, because a lot of times child support adds insurance, because for one, the child have to have insurance. Like I said, a child can't get Medicaid if both party works. They're not going to qualify for it. So you have to put the child on insurance. So he said he had to have insurance. But that is true. A lot of people work on the table so they don't have to pay.
Listen, because like I just said, because of the fact that child support takes so much money out of your checks. You know what I'm saying? Well, for certain people get different amounts out. You know what I'm saying? But for the ones that get the hold on, y'all got Shaquana Gillis that she just made a comment.
I don't see it. What did it say? It ain't pop up on mine yet.
I said that and my comment got overlooked. I said that and my comment got overlooked.
Oh,
so y'all ain't reading all the comments.
I ain't seen the comment come up.
Well, y'all overlooking comments.
Okay, what did you say? Because I ain't see it come up.
Okay, but my point was just that
9 times out of 10 women be hurt after something like that.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 women do be hurt.
Yeah, a lot of times they be hurt because y'all still be having sex with these women.
But
y'all
see,
still be having sex with them. That's why.
Let me jump in right quick, y'all. A lot of men that are on child support, the reason why some women put men on child support because they don't trust the fact that they're gonna take care of their child. It's something that man did. But let me just say this. It's something that man did within the relationship where that woman has trust issues. You know what I'm saying? If you shown that woman that you a great provider, you're good with your kids, you're gonna do this, do that. Yes, she will trust you and not put you on child support. But if you're not doing it's just like I saw a video earlier when the man said a man can be in the household with his kids and still be a deadbeat because he's only there because he's with the mother. Once he's not with the mother, he's not interested in them kids. So man, that's why a lot of mothers, I'm saying, just listen to me. That's why a lot of mothers put those kids on child support.
Man, check this out. A lot of these women out here, bro. Listen, a lot of these women out here are very, very successful. And you can't knock them. You can't knock them for their success. You feel what I'm saying? I see a lot of women out here that's very successful. Put these good men, like you just said, that's known providers, that's trying to be about their kids. You know what I'm saying? I see these men get put on child support because of the exact reasons, Mo, you just named. Because they are good providers. Because that woman don't want that man to be doing for nobody else what he does for his family. A lot of women that is on top of their shit, they do that to men that they know are good providers. I've seen women that know that men ain't no good. Put cats on child support that need to be on child support because of the exact reasons why you said. Some of these cats just be there for the mama. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this is the real thing, man. Women need to really check themselves about this child support shit. Because at the end of the day, you control a man's well-being, his welfare. If you know that you got a good man, a good provider, and 90% of child support cases are bitter women. They are bitter as hell.
We're not gonna go as high as 90%.
Man, I'ma say 90%. Excuse my language, but I'ma say 90% because you know why? Because you know why? Because you know why? A lot of these women want they lick back. Listen to it don't make a difference. And
It do
a
make a
woman
difference because
and a
that's
woman
why
and a
accountability.
woman get listen,
Y'all, let's not
listen,
overtalk each
and
other. Y'all.
listen.
Look, let's not
And a woman
overtalk each other.
overlooks, and a woman does that, and a woman gets their lick back, especially with child support, because that man's finances ain't gonna be where he wanted to be at. So when y'all put a man on child support, y'all control that, and the man knows that, and more importantly, y'all women know that.
It's not no 90% though.
Man, Mo, you can say whatever.
say
And yes,
this.
it is,
Let-
bro.
let-
It's
please let me say
90%. These
Let
women
me
are
say something.
bitter.
Not 90%. I agree with you. A certain percentage of them is not that high.
You want to know why
Yes,
it's that high, Mo?
yes. There are some women that are bitter that do that. I must agree with you.
You want to know why I can say
it's a small case. It's a small percentage.
no, bro? No, it's not.
A lot. I mean, let me tell you. So you saying a woman will put a man on child support? Because I've been put on child support before.
I've been put on child support before, but go ahead.
She didn't put me on child support because she was bitter.
What you put you on child support for?
Because I had to take care of my child.
So you saying that the honest to God reason why this woman put you on child support was because you needed to take care of your child?
My son, mama gave me no indications that was the reason why she put me on child support.
Mo.
Now, and I know a lot of other guys.
Let me ask you this.
It's not because the baby mother was bitter.
Listen,
now
Mo,
some women do that.
Okay,
I will agree with you on that.
Right.
Some women will do that, but not a lot of women do that.
A lot
of women are bitter because a lot of women are in other successful relationships with other guys, and they still got. Listen to me, and they still got the baby dad on child support, so they still bitter while they with another dude.
Wait a minute, let's read the comment real quick. Read the comment. Sharita said, "I disagree with you, Portis, because you should be able to come together and come to agreement about the kid." And Shaquana said, "I wouldn't say 90% part."
Yeah, because that's a little bit too high. I mean, women do that. I got to agree with him that some women do that. Some women do.
Yeah, it's some bitter women, but a lot of times because they still messing around, they still carrying on before it officially is over. And then Sharita said, "I'm not saying you got to still be having a relationship with the woman from time to time. Yeah, but you can't keep sleeping with these women and think they finna go down there and not put you on child support. You still not take care of the kid, whether you sleeping together or not. But the reason why y'all sleeping together, it makes a woman bitter because women are emotional. Women are emotional. They're not as masculine as you think. If you keep sleeping with this woman and then go and sleep with another woman, and you think that she's not gonna be bitter and mad about that, you crazy. You crazy.
Because Miss Mac, because you got some women that are married. There's some good marriages, and the baby daddy or the ex-husband still paying child support. So you think she's still bitter and she's in her marriage? If I'm married to a woman,
if you can't come to agreement, then obviously that relationship, the reason why y'all probably not together anymore, was toxic, and it ran over to the kids. It ran over, and you're not, both of y'all not responsible enough to handle this process with just y'all. That's why the court is involved. If y'all able to handle if you're able to come to agreement together, and y'all able to come to an agreement about what this child needs, and without all the bickering, without all the arguing, without all this and stuff, then that's what's best for the kid. But if you can't come into an agreement, that's when the court is involved. That's the last resort.
Wait, catch me up now. Catch me up.
Now I'm saying, I know there's a lot of bitter women in the world because women are emotional. So you can't expect to keep on messing around with this woman, you know what I'm saying, or giving her false hope that y'all gonna be this, that, and that, and then she turn around and see you messing with this woman. Of course she gonna go down there to the child support office. But like I said, the only person that this affects, the only person that suffers is the child.
Absolutely.
And y'all don't understand that. Whether
Right,
you
right.
spending time with the kids, taking care of the kids, or like I said, daycare $500 a week for some people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people
Yeah.
only pay $500 child support, and then they got the bills. They got this. They can't clothe the kid. They can't do this. They can't do that. The father don't care half of the time. They only gonna do what they got to
Hold
do.
on. Wait. I'm not gonna say that the father don't care all the time. This is
But
the
what I'm
thing.
saying is y'all gonna do what y'all obligated to do, and that's it. If
Well,
y'all
yeah,
on transport,
because
y'all gonna do what y'all legally obligated to do. You ain't gonna do
because
nothing
you
more.
know, look, and it's a reason for that because again, you know, a lot of things can get resolved without having to put child support or them people, you know what I'm saying, into the business. The fact of the matter is, like I said, when women be in their feelings, when they're bitter like that, there's no talking you down, there's no saying nothing to you because you're going to be upset. Like you said, y'all are very emotional, so there's no talking you down. There's no rational, you know what I'm saying, thinking going on because most men get put on child support because of hurt feelings. That woman's feelings were hurt.
It
It
in
ain't even
certain
about the
cases,
child. It's about her feelings.
but boy, listen to me. In certain cases, yes, women do that. I've seen that. But what I'm trying to tell you is a lot of times, if a woman is in another healthy relationship with somebody else, she's not bitter.
Mo, even if she's in the Mo, I disagree.
So she's still bitter. So
yes.
So ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be married to a woman.
You look, listen. This is why I'm saying this, Mo.
No, but you're not gonna
just
let me
because
finish.
she's in the just because I'm sorry, Mo, but just because she's in another relationship, you feel what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that she's happy, bro. Doesn't mean that she's happy, and it doesn't mean that she moved on. She could be masking those feelings with that person that she's with just because she know that she can't have you. So she gotta have somebody because she can't have you.
So you don't think a woman can get over you? You don't think
I'm not
a woman
saying that she can't. I'm saying that if she haven't got over you. I'm not saying that a woman can't get over you.
She's in another whole relationship.
It don't matter.
I'm saying you and I right now, we could be in a relationship with somebody right now. They got kids and they got baby daddies. So you think I'm gonna be in a relationship with a woman that's still bitter what the baby daddy did?
You can, yeah, bro, it happens every day. And you can tell, and listen, Mo, you can tell the bitter ones because they always got something to say negative about their baby dad.
No, but whatever happened to that's that baby dad,
bro? You can tell.
Let me read Sharita comment real quick. She said, yes, Miss Matt, I agree. She said the kids aren't a bargain chip. She said it affects the kids when they don't have both their parents in the life, not just financially.
Right. That's true.
Not too many men gonna be in a relationship. I'm not gonna be in a relationship with a woman that's still bitter about her baby dad.
Mo, you ain't really gonna find that out until y'all get deep off into your relationship.
I didn't dated
a woman about that.
I done dated a woman and told her to take her daddy the baby daddy all child support so he can get a job and get his license so he can help her out with the kids. I done told the woman before. I done told the woman to trust this man to do what he gotta do. If he don't do it, just don't worry about it.
Listen, I've done that before. God bless the dead to one of my baby mama's baby dad. You feel what I'm saying? I've done that before. But here's the thing, though. This is how I knew that she was still bitter about this man, bro. You had nothing to like. I'm not asking you to praise no other man, but at the same time, though, don't make it seem like y'all ain't never had no good times. Only thing you can bring up is all this negative shit. That's being bitter. If you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you stayed with somebody for 7-8 years, all of that time wasn't bad. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all had y'all good times and y'all had y'all bad times. But if the only thing you can always bring up about this man is just the negative shit, I don't even care if the negative outweighs the positive. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to know. But what negative? Hold on, let me read Sharita comment too. She said
Vicky said something also.
Vicky said telling the truth isn't negative. And Sharita said Portis the relationship, the new man will say, "What baby daddy doing? Go after him because this is kid." So saying the new man will want you to put him on child support. That the ones that don't take care of it.
Right.
It's a
Right. I agree. The ones that don't take care of their kids need to be on child support.
Good things. What you say about the good things, or when you with somebody 8 years, a good thing. What bad things are you referring to? You not putting in your part with the kids? Because normally,
I'm saying
you gotta say what's the negative and what's the positive. What's the negative? Is the woman doing majority of taking care of the kids, and you didn't, or? Because I'm trying to figure out why would they be bitter because of, like, are they able to say that I did this, that, and that, and you didn't do no parts? Because we say that too when people break up. You know, normally they already been single in the household. They already doing half of a majority with the kids, going to events, going to take care of the kids, going to school meetings, doing all this. They doing almost all of it while they're still in a relationship with you. So you got to say what's the positive and you got to say what's the negative.
Well, I mean, let's just be realistic with this, you know what I'm saying, with the conversation. I mean, it's evident with the positives, you know what I'm saying? Both of y'all coming to the relationship, y'all bringing what y'all both bring to the table, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's the mother being a stay-at-home mother and she's taking care of the household while the man is out there working, or both of y'all working, y'all both pulling y'all weight, y'all both being there for the kids, you know what I'm saying? Then with the negative shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, every relationship had their downtimes. Brother probably could have lost his job and he's in a funk for a month or two or whatever the case may be. The woman may have lost her job and she was, you know what I'm saying, looking forward to a promotion or whatever the case may be, and she ain't get it. Now she can be in the funk or two or whatever. The kids probably feel like they're not getting enough attention, so now they're acting out, and neither one of y'all know how to, you know what I'm saying, come at y'all kids or whatever the case may be to find out what's going on with y'all kids. I mean, relationships go through all kinds of ups and downs. But if the only thing you can focus on was just the things that kept y'all down, to me, that's being bitter. Because I'm not gonna stay in no relationship if I felt like a relationship was just that bad all the way around. I ain't gonna talk about it, period. You know, I try to revert, and it's just me. I'm not saying everybody, but it's just me. But I would try to revert the conversation to something else instead of talking about, you know what I'm saying, talking about that. Because I know.
Listen, Sharita, a lot of times the woman be done, but they want to make sure the man help take care of the kids. That may not mean the woman still want the man.
Yeah, that's true. Because people fall out of love with people, but they do need reassurance that you're going to still be that partner, whether we're together or not.
But so, listen, so the partner regarding the kids, because I think people have blurred lines, because a lot of times we have these relationships, and sometimes relationships do not stay together long, and they unfortunately they break up. But the main goal I want to keep everybody focused on is the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We stuck on the people be, and not just saying you porters on there like that, but men be stuck, and women too. They be stuck on, like I said, it is the beard of women too. They be stuck on the relationship part. Y'all didn't work out. Okay, what's next? You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do regarding this kid? We all that hashing out, getting closure, or what didn't work, what did work, or what did you weren't married in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have God in that relationship in the first place. So all that what didn't work out, what didn't, get past it. Get past it. It's over with. It's over with. What are we gonna do for the child? Or if you have more than one kid with this person, what are we gonna do for the child? That's responsible adults, and they're responsible parents.
Hey, well, you know what? Here's the thing. And you are absolutely correct when you say that, but here's the thing. Before we can even get to that, we have to learn, and Mo, I gotta give it to you when you said this. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta look at yourself. You gotta look at yourself and look at what you yourself bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Before you can even look at what you can do for your kids. Because if you can't do for you, you can't do for them. So you have
But
to
that's
take the
no excuse.
responsibility.
That's no
No,
excuse
wait,
because you had the child already.
wait a minute. You right to a degree. You right to a degree about there's no excuse on your responsibility. I totally understand where you're coming from. But this is something else that you have to understand. Everybody's bounce back, like everybody's fall and bounce back is different. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When certain people fall, they can bounce back. They know how to maneuver to get back up, dust themselves off, and you know what I'm saying, go at it that much more harder. But then you get some people that can, you know what I'm saying, fall and they don't know how to recover.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it could be, it could be numerous of reasons why they can't. But the fact of the matter is just that I'm not gonna look at everybody to be the same way I am. Again, I'm gonna go back to Mo. I can only be responsible for me.
Okay,
So
hey, okay, we got some comments.
go
Okay,
ahead.
Clay
Sharita
Harris.
said, I agree, Miss Matt. That may be dead. Talking about the relationship may be dead, but you still have kids. And you
That's right.
guys, CK Harris said, people need to focus on the children, regardless if the relationship is toxic, then the kids are not going to benefit from it. They need stability, love, and a safe home. There is so many domestic in this world. It's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
That's another. And think about this right here. He just made a great point. That's another reason. A lot of women, like it's different reasons why women put men on child support. It's not all. It's not always because they're bitter or whatever.
They
It,
bitter,
it,
Mo.
no, I'm saying it could be abusive. You could be an abusive baby dad.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
And a
could
lot of times the woman sometimes is not the one paying you on child support. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So that could
right.
be it too.
Because right, Miss Matt, you just hit it right on the head. Because a lot of times, if a woman go apply for any type of assistance, like you said, they need it. They want to know who the father is. If you
They
go
want to
down
know
there,
who the absent parent
They
is.
do. That now that I do agree. I definitely do
right?
agree. They want to know a lot of information.
So they will take it. They will take it upon themselves to
If you
make the
want that
baby.
welfare check,
They go.
if you
They
want that
come and look
welfare
for
check,
you.
you may get away with the food stamp now. Because people lie about food stamp. I mean, it's a whole lot of ways to get around stuff like
Right.
that. But if
But if
you
you
want
get
that
that
welfare check
and
or
that
that
Medicaid,
Medicaid,
they
Yeah,
coming
you
looking
right. Now,
for you.
hey. Now
That
when
ain't got
y'all,
nothing to do with the baby mom
I'm
being
like
bitter.
Mo. Hey Mo, listen, I'm like you. Now we may not agree on everything, but when you're right, you're right.
They go that ain't got nothing to do with the
listen,
baby mama.
reported you wasn't on here, but I said 9 times out of 10, a lot of these women, when y'all get with these men, sometimes they be young. They gonna give that Social Security number up. A lot of
Right.
these women, they know that man's Social Security number, so it ain't gonna be hard putting on that
well,
paper.
you know what? That's what you in most cases.
Yeah, in most cases.
In most cases, that's a healthy relationship when a woman knows a man's social security number.
But I'm not saying a healthy relationship because half of them men,
They
them
can be
young
bitter and
boys
want
that
it.
get with these women, they need somebody to make them a doctor appointment. They need somebody to do this. They need somebody, so they gonna get that information without even thinking it's gonna backfire.
It's gonna backfire in the end. Yeah, you right.
They're not even thinking
You right.
because
I
you
give
know
you
what
that.
they is before they meet them. They
Right.
homeless.
Okay.
They homeless. A lot of them women that stay in the projects and
Mo, she said her favorite line.
yes, they homeless. Listen, these women, these single moms, they already have a place before they even meet these guys. You know what I'm saying? These
Mo,
guys
they homeless,
didn't even
Mo.
their mama house or just getting out of jail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
They homeless.
They homeless, Mo.
So they gonna give up that information because you know why they need help. And you in a relationship
they definitely
with this
do need help.
person, so you comfortable,
And
you can trust them, and you know all of that. So
And
you
look,
got that information.
and look, I'm not disagreeing with that. You know, I'm not disagreeing with that. I can't because because I don't know everybody's situation, but I will say this right here. And I'm strictly saying this from my perspective, but I really believe that child support you know, if people really put, if women really put men on child support for the kids, it wouldn't be a lot of child support cases out here. And I'm gonna be totally 100 with y'all. It's gonna be some child support cases where, you know, where guys are really not doing their job on taking care of their kids. But I promise you, I can say this: a lot of child support cases would not exist if it was strictly just about the kid.
If both parties was responsible, no.
No. Listen to what I'm saying to you. If it was strictly about the kids, listen to what I'm saying to you. If it was strictly about the kids, a lot of these child support cases would not exist.
Listen, okay, let me read the comment because I got Alton in here. This is a man that said, I put myself on child support and was still called a deadbeat father for moving on. And my children are 36, 23, and 26. And I will be paying child support until I die because I'm a real father.
That's right.
Sharita said, honestly, my daddy told me no man would do his daughter like that, like they did his sister. He told me to go put that man on child support because the guy isn't doing right. And she said he also said he wasn't going to help. I was young, so I had to put my baby daddy on it.
See, but that's what I said. There's not going to not be no cases of people that's going to be on child support. So I'm not saying that there's not no deadbeats out here. Yeah. But what I'm telling you is that if it was strictly about the kids, a lot of these child support cases would not be happening.
So let me ask you, because you didn't hear the video. I don't know if you heard when we first came on the video that I played.
No, I didn't.
The guy said that if the mom put him on child support, he would do solely just with child support and he won't do nothing else. And then another guy said he will if he get put on child support, he'll give up his rights. And the other guy was like, you don't love your kids if you give it right. Would you ever do that? Like, you on child support now, but have you ever thought about that? If I got to pay child support, that I give up my rights.
Yes.
Why?
Because of the fact that, and this is when I was younger, so you know what I'm saying? I was probably like in my early 20s, but hell yeah, I thought about that because I felt like at that particular time, I'm like, damn, well, with how much they taken from me, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not never going to be able to get myself a vehicle. I'm not going to be able to get myself a crib. You feel what I'm saying? Because when they look at how much you make, when you go to get you a house or to get you an apartment or to get you a vehicle or whatever, and they look how much you make, it's a criteria that you have to meet. You feel what I'm saying? And me getting how much I was getting took out of my checks at that particular time, I was so far under the damn criteria, like it was heartbreaking for me. You feel what I'm saying? And I felt like, well, shit, if I get these rights up, you know what I'm saying? They can't keep hurting me like this. Because to me, that's the only way I felt like my kids' moms could hurt me was hurting my pocket.
Did you show up to the court with like y'all? Yeah. You show up.
I showed up to all my court dates.
Some men don't show up. You know, that's why they side with the women more.
But here's the thing, though. You know, I try like, okay, well, they would tell you, you know, how much you make and whatever job you got, that's how they gonna take from you or whatever. But if I didn't try to keep me a high paying job, the little bread that I was bringing in, I wouldn't have been able to take care of myself because y'all taking so much. They take so much with not the consideration of the man still have to provide for himself. Or if he has a family, you know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, take a percentage out that makes sense. Because if you're going to do
talking based on one kid or how many kids?
I mean, based on how many ever kids, take a percent out.
So that's another thing. So when people versus one kid and versus, okay, you got 3 different baby mamas and you got child support for 6 kids.
Okay, hold on. Before you say that, this is how I think it should go. and stop me if I'm sounding crazy. But this is how I think it should go. Mo, stop me if I sound crazy, okay? I think it should go like this. You said something, Miss Mac. What if you have multiple baby mamas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it should go by what she makes and what you make. It shouldn't just go by what you make. It should go by what.
But who told you it don't go that way?
Yeah, I think it do go by what the woman make also.
It do go that way.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well,
both incomes are considered.
Well, look, I feel like in my case, if it does goes like that, I feel like in my case, it don't go like that.
So did they not work? They didn't have no income?
Yeah, they got income. All of them got income. And that's the thing. If y'all got income and you know, even though it shouldn't matter about their income per se, but if you got income, you see in your whole check, there's no reason why a man's percent that he pays should be so goddamn outrageous to where he can't live for himself. If you getting $500 took out your check every week or every 2 weeks, and let's say your rent is, let's just go with like $850. Let's just go with that. And they taking $500 out your check every time you get paid. How can you really live?
But listen,
you can survive, but you can't live.
Okay, let me see what this Sharita said. Oh, hey, Portia watching. Sharita said it do go that way both ways. Like I said, you know, both incomes. Okay. However, even with the with the child support, whoever is the custodial parent, you know what I'm saying, they have to provide their lease or wherever they're saying rent, their lights, their utilities, wherever this child is going to be, almost over 50% of the time. This is the information that they get. They use both parents' income, and that's what they're going to take. So I understand what you said, that the income doesn't match where you do it, but on the female side, on the mom side, it still doesn't match, because she is still doing and paying that same $1,000 rent.
Okay, but here's the thing:
it's still not, and she
now
still
listen,
100% of the kids, take care of the kids.
You're right, but now here's the thing, and this is and sometimes this is where my problem comes in, that with not just the women, but parents. You know what I'm saying? The man and the woman. I feel like a lot more could be done between the mother and the father if y'all take y'all personal feelings out of it and just solely be about the child. If two people can, if two people can do that, you don't need child support at all.
Hey, I agree with you right there. I agree with you 100% right there. But like you say, that's in the perfect world.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
I know.
I mean, I agree with you. I totally agree. You want to keep, you want to keep the government out of your business.
Absolutely.
But a lot of time, that's where, let me just say this right here. A lot of times when we're in a relationship with a woman, if we don't make them feel safe in the relationship, they don't trust us. They don't trust that we don't keep our word or whatever. And then we end up, and she's still with you because she loves you. So y'all end up splitting up. I don't think the point that she's bitter, it goes back to what I said before. A lot of times a woman don't trust us on what we say we gonna do.
Right. Because I can agree. I can agree on that because some women will say that.
Right. She don't trust her. It doesn't mean she's bitter or whatever. If a woman know you gonna step up to the plate, she's not gonna put you on child support. She know you gonna be there for everything that child needs.
But that's why I say, I'm not saying all women, but I said 90% because a lot of women will be hurt.
Really high. We're
not gonna say 90%.
No, I'm gonna say 90% because y'all
you gotta think about, we have lesbian marriages too, and we have, guy and guy marriages too, they also have kids, or if they married and they also put them on child support too. Same parent households, you know what I'm
That's high.
saying? So that's kind of high to say 90% versus, heterosexual relationship versus a
No,
same
I'm gonna
thing.
say 90%. I'm gonna say 90% when it's dealing with a man and a woman. I'm not talking about
It's still
same-sex
high.
marriage.
It's still
Yeah,
high.
it be because it's the truth.
That's not
Because
true.
it's the truth. A lot of women, when they put men, and I'm not saying what you and Mo are saying isn't correct. I'm not saying that. I am saying that a lot of women put men on child support because of their feelings. It's not the fact. I mean, not all cases are because the man ain't there, the man ain't keeping his word, he not stepping up. Those cases do happen. But I'm willing to
Before
bet
this,
the
let me ask
house
you
on
this.
it.
Let me ask
No,
you this before this child support start. Before she go and pay a child support, normally it's a conversation. Okay, we finna split up or this sort of thing. Okay, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, or I'm gonna go do this and do that. The guy normally plays his part before the child support even starts. Cause you already gonna
Right.
say, wait, if you do this or do that, I'm not gonna do nothing for the kid. That be
Wait. You
Huh?
said we say what now? You said we
You
said what now?
already say what you're not gonna do. Like y'all in these last times, like towards the end of the relationship,
Okay.
and y'all on the verge of breaking up or going through it, because we all know how those types of relationships is.
Right.
And okay, she say, oh, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, I'm gonna go pay on child support. I don't care if you pay on child support. I'm not gonna do this, or I'm not gonna do that. Like, it's an argument. So these are responsible. Then when I say adults have to be responsible enough
Yeah.
to come
Go
into
ahead.
an agreement where it's no bickering, it's no back and forth, it's no anger, it's no, because anybody that say they'll sign their rights over, you
Listen.
angry. Anybody,
Listen.
any
You
man that say
right.
they will sign their
You
rights
are
over,
absolutely
you
wait.
is angry.
Wait a minute. You are correct. You are correct. And there's nothing wrong with a person being angry. It's an emotion.
No, there's nothing wrong.
It's an emotion, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is why I'm saying what I'm saying about when women put men on when a lot of women put men on child support, they're angry.
Okay, but you just said
Everything
there's
you
nothing
just
wrong with it.
and it's not.
So
But it
what's
proves the
the
point.
argument? So
The
Okay.
point is because the point that I'm trying to make is that they're going off of it's not about the child. It's about them. It's about her. She's upset. She's mad. It's not about the child. That was my whole point. And you just said it yourself.
It seems to me the man and the woman is upset.
Let me can I jump in, y'all?
Go ahead, Mo. I'm listening. I hear y'all. Go ahead.
That's not in everyone's case. My mom put my dad on child support. She didn't put him on child support because she was bitter. She needed help. So she put my dad on child support.
Can't do it by yourself.
It has nothing to do with a woman being bitter.
Listen, it ain't about her being bitter. The fact of the matter is, she was upset because your dad was not helping her. She was upset.
A woman is not supposed to do it by herself.
She's not. I'm not saying. Listen. Y'all don't make it seem like I'm saying something that I'm not. I just said that women go off emotions. They go off their anger.
Not
and
when
Mo,
just
listen.
When they need help, though. If a woman needs help and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, she's gonna put you on child support.
Yes, she will.
Sometimes it's the last resort.
True.
So if she's not bitter,
I'm not, but that's my point. Listen, everything that y'all saying, Mo, listen, everything you saying is correct, bro. I'm not going against what you saying. But what I'm standing on, no matter what y'all say, because y'all are right about what y'all saying, because that's the other 10%. But the 90% that I'm talking about, that's why I'm saying that y'all not wrong.
Do we have to get
Y'all
the
not
facts?
wrong.
Do we have to go get some statistics?
Well, shit.
Listen,
If we have to, then let's do it.
Listen, Alton said it can go both ways with the feelings and hurt. And he said 41 states is based on both parents' income. Yeah, for child support. And that's what I'm saying. If the man is in his feeling angry and hurt, because he's feeling powerless about, you know, what this control that, you know, they ain't got. And then the woman, like you said, some women may be bitter or the relationship is ending and she feel like that she got to do everything regarding this child by herself, especially if you already moved on with another woman or already messed with another woman. Yeah, they will go and do that. Again, we don't have two responsible adults that understands that they can come into agreement. That's why the court is involved, because obviously y'all not able to do it amongst y'all too. It's not happening.
I agree.
A lot of
that's why
a lot of women just need help. I mean, it's hard. I mean, she's not bitter because she wants help. She needs help because she got bills. She got certain school clothes, school activities to feed the child, to keep a roof over the child's head, to have transportation for the child. I mean, that's not bitter. That's Mo, she needed.
Listen, Mo. Listen, Mo. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm not saying it like what you're saying is not factual. I never once said that. I'm speaking about the 90% of women that be bitter. The things that you're saying that women need help, some of them need help. You're absolutely correct. Some of them do need the help. Some of these women that have baby daddies. Listen, some of these women that have baby daddies that don't do shit. I mean, not nothing, are not on child support at all. And then you got some fathers that go above and beyond and do everything that's on child support. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the percentage is. I'm saying that it happens. And I'm saying that whether I'm far off on saying 90% or not, bitter women put a lot of men on child support, bro.
But you can't say 90%.
Yes, I can. That's my opinion. Yes, I can, because that's my opinion.
No.
Ain't no. You can't tell me no about my opinion. I ain't telling you no about your opinion.
No, let me just break it down to you. So what you're saying is
that's exactly what I'm saying.
No, listen. What you're saying is not 90% of the women are bitter. So what you're saying is a lot of women have some type of mental issues going on. Because a lot of times,
I didn't say that they have mental issues. I said emotionally. They have emotional issues.
No,
I never said nothing about them being mental.
But what I'm saying, if a woman,
that's what you're saying.
If a woman is in a healthy relationship with somebody else,
okay,
and she's still bitter about you,
right?
She got something mental going on in it.
No, she don't. No, she don't. She just hasn't let go yet, Mo. Certain people do that.
Times people don't let go because y'all still be giving access to these women and men.
There it is.
Ain't no way you still talking to your baby mama every single day.
So regardless of the fact,
and you on child support, they gonna be bitter.
Miss Mac, what y'all fell into? Okay, again, what y'all fell into realize?
What is that? That man going back and forth, messing around with that woman.
Still giving them access.
Right.
Both of their fault because he's not just giving access to her, she's giving access to him. They're both at fault.
That's why y'all can't come into agreement. That's why child support, that's why the court is involved. Y'all are not responsible enough to come to agreement.
Because it's not about who. Because it's not about who.
Listen.
Wait, Miss Mac, hold on. Wait, answer that for me real quick. Because it's not about who.
We know in that situation it's not about
it's not about who.
It's not about the child in that situation. But
exactly, because it's not about the child. So that's my point.
So how can you call a woman bitter when you keep going back messing with her? Leave her alone. Then she won't be bitter.
They both messing with each other, Mo. It ain't just him. Because she can close the door.
Okay,
Mo, she can close the door and say, I don't want to mess.
Listen, Mo, listen. Before y'all had that child. Y'all was together. Y'all probably lived together. Y'all probably was together. The relationship probably was good. And y'all had this baby. So with the understanding that y'all was together, y'all was a family.
Y'all was a family, right? Right.
So when it comes to y'all not working out, you know, this is going on, that is going on, and y'all at the end of this relationship.
Right.
Again, it boils down to, are you responsible enough, both of y'all,
Exactly,
to have that discussion? Oh, when we split up, what is going to go on with the child? What are you going to do regarding the school? What are you going to do with clothes? What y'all don't, it's not enough responsible adults in this world that dealing with this child support that would not set their feelings aside. Would not set their feelings
that's my
aside
whole point.
to take care of the kids. So when you ask why child support is involved, that's the third party.
No, but listen, I already understand. Okay, but look at though, I already understand that. I'm not arguing that. That was never even an argument. What I just said is just this simple, and I'm gonna say it again. If a lot of personal feelings, I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. If it was more about the child, if child support and these women putting men on child support was more about the child, it wouldn't be a lot of people on child support.
It is about the child.
But a lot of it's not about the child. It's a person being in their feelings, a person that can't put their personal feelings, like you just said. Two adults can't be responsible enough to come together, like you just said, Miss Mac, and put their personal feelings aside and do what's right for the child.
So just say
that's my point right there.
No, but I'm not.
That's my point right there.
I'm talking regarding the child.
But that's what I'm saying.
Relationship, because y'all still be lingering on with them relationships, even though y'all supposed to split.
But that's my point, Miss Mac. Listen to what you're saying, and that's my point. When a person keeps lingering around, you feel what I'm saying? They're not there for the child. They're there for that person.
Exactly.
So you can. So that's my point. You can't put your personal feelings aside.
Why do
men, a man or a woman?
So you tell me, why do men continue sleeping with women that y'all already know is over and you're gonna be on child support?
Miss Mac, a man ain't gonna do no more. Not saying it's right or wrong, but a man ain't gonna do no more than what a woman is going to allow him to do. So if she's still allowing that man to come through and still hit that, she's just as fault, because she can stop it by saying no, the same way a man can stop it, like how Mo said, and just turn around and walk the other way.
So now
you can't just put it all on one person.
Now, because we can't steer away from child support. So
okay, put it on child support. Come on with it.
It doesn't matter how many times you hit her. It doesn't matter that child support is not going to be stopped.
Listen, the fact of the matter is
the child support is still rolling. It don't
you right. Yeah, you right. So my thing is this: if you still gonna let this man still hit, right? Then what was the purpose of putting him on child support?
You're not taking care of the kids.
Okay.
Yeah, you make her nut. You make her nut, yeah.
Okay.
You make her nut,
yeah.
All right.
Let me ask y'all this.
Go ahead, Mo.
Let me ask y'all this. With a woman being bitter, y'all not even messing around or whatever, and just say I got a baby mama stay in California. I'm not in California paying I'm paying child support because I'm not there with the child.
You know,
so I don't think that has anything to do with her being bitter. I just think it has something to do with, but let me just say this. I just think that has something to do with this is the only way we can do it. We can do it the other way, but at the same time, that may not work out that way. So I'm on child support.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she needs help.
Again,
Mo. Bitter. I'm just in a different state.
Again, those cases happen like that, and I'm not going against that. That's why I'm telling you, like, you got cases that happen like that. I'm not saying that you're wrong. So what I'm saying is this. Listen.
So
what I'm saying is this. Listen, what I'm saying is this. I personally was in a relationship with my baby mom. We split up. I wind up getting married. My baby mom put me on child support. You know what she told me? And this is the honest to God truth, my right hand to God. This mug told me that the only way she'd take me off of child support is if I get divorced.
Well, let me ask you this right here. Then.
If that ain't bitter, then what is it, Mo?
No. Let me ask you this. Now, I mean, were you, like Miss Mac said, were you still going back and forth with her?
Yeah, I have went back and forth before.
That's why.
I went back and forth before. I did go back and forth before. But you want to know one thing no more? But hold up. But here's the deal, though, Mo. Here's the deal.
With her.
Listen, Mo. Listen. Here's the deal. And like I just said to Ms. Mac, I'm not gonna deny what happened because yeah, I went back. But at the same time, if you knew that I was so-called fucked up, a deadbeat, and all of this shit, how does that make you look if you keep letting me come back and forth? How does that make you look when you know when you tell people or when people find out that the only reason why you put me on child support was because I got married to somebody else? That ain't about the kids. That's all your personal feelings. That's all you. Because not one time out of anything that I just said pertained to the kids. It pertained to my personal feelings towards you and your personal feelings towards me.
Well, you put me.
Wait a minute. Hell yeah. Of course. Okay. All my kids will tell you. Look. But the bottom line is that I was trying to make was this. Yeah, I was wrong for double dipping and diving or whatever the case may be.
That's why
I was definitely wrong. But
you just gave us a reason why she was bitter.
Mo,
a woman is not.
Hold up. Yeah, you're bitter. You're bitter, but she's bitter, Mo. Yeah, you're right. I gave her a reason to be bitter. Yes, you're right. Yes, you are right. But where in the hell did anything of that come in between me taking care of my kids? My kids was well taken care, and they still are to this point, to this day. They're well taken care of. But the point I'm trying to make, just because I made you bitter. Hold on, Mo, listen. Just because I made her bitter on some personal shit between me and her, that had nothing to do with the kids.
But you just basically said, all these 90% of women are bitter.
Yeah, they are bitter.
And you play the part.
But listen, Miss Mac.
Right.
Listen, but we're talking about being on child support. Am I on child support because I don't do for my kids, or am I on child support because you're bitter because of what we had or what we were doing?
Listen, Portland.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
You gotta think about you're not in the house no more. You're going back. You're married. So you got to think about you're no longer in that house no more.
But where is that taking away from my kids? If I'm still taking care of my listen, y'all just sat up here and said about not being there for your kids, not taking care of your kids. This is why child support is in play or whatever the case may be. So I'm saying, hold on, Mo, listen. So if me and you are still having relations, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong for that. But if I'm still taking care of my kids, why would you have to put me on child support because you're mad about my personal life and our relations? That has nothing to do with these kids. If these kids are still being taken care of, then I have no reason to be on child support because you're mad about me dipping and dabbing. That's just me dipping the dab. That's something totally different compared to me not taking care of my kids. So when I say that a woman does something like that, I'm saying you're bitter because nothing.
In your case,
because okay, yeah.
We're not talking about 90%. Because you got 90%.
Everybody 90% ain't doing that.
Man, listen, goddamn it, I don't care.
You got to take accountability of what's going on here. So
yes, you're right. And I have
the root. You got to take accountability of what's going on.
And I have, But what I'm saying
So,
is
so
this.
we're not gonna say 90%.
Yes, it is 90%. And
Not-
I don't care.
90% is not going back and
No, we're
forth.
gonna say in your
Come on, dog.
situation.
That's
And
real
let me
high.
say this. Let me say
Alton
this
said,
because
hey, hold up. Alton said, damn, Portis.
yeah, he said when my
Portis,
baby mama hurt my feelings, I started child support myself. He said, Portis, you was put on child support for taking away the D. So
Right.
he did say
That was in
But-
your
But
point.
listen,
That was in
and
your
that's
case.
your fault. And
That's
that's your
your case.
fault.
Listen,
That's
wait a
on
minute,
child
wait a
support.
minute, wait a
That-
minute,
that's
wait
But
a
let me
minute.
say this.
But
But let me
that's
say
not
this, though,
everybody's
because I
case
hear a
that's on
lot of y'all
child support.
men.
That's true, Mo.
I hear a lot of y'all men say that y'all still take care of y'all kids. Let me still reiterate on this part, because a lot of men say that they still take care of their kids. When I tell you, when people say they still take care of their kids, you can't possibly, if you're not in that house, you know what I'm saying? If you're not in that house, if you listen, y'all say y'all take care of kids because you asked her, do he need some shoes today? Or do he need some shoes that we can? Oh, I go pay for the shoes. I did my part. I took care of my kids.
Because you know why?
School uniform.
Because you know why?
I took care of my
Because you
kids.
know why?
No.
Because you know, wait, no, hell no, ain't no.
No.
Ain't no, no, ain't no. Ain't no. No, it is something. Because when you set yourself up like that, a lot of women don't seem to understand this right here. Y'all can't dictate everything. You can dictate some things. You can dictate majority of things, but you can't dictate everything. When y'all put yourself in predicaments, when y'all ask to have child support, when you know that you got a man that's actually taking care of his child, that is a good provider, that don't mind having the child stay with them a month or 6 months out the year. You feel me? That offers that. And y'all don't take it.
What I said, Mo, the ones that do all that, take care of their kids, spend time with their kids, offer to do that, they not on child support.
Shit, bullshit.
They not on child support.
But man, bull.
They not on child
I'm calling
support.
man, Miss Mac. With taking care of their kids, they are not on child support. Miss Mac, let me tell you something. I'm gonna call Cap, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna call Cap. I'm gonna tell you why them brothers, and it may not be all, but I'm gonna tell you why a majority of them brothers are on child support to this day. You want to know why? Because, like I said earlier, those women know the value of that man, and they don't want that other, if he has another woman, or if he by chance have a child with that other woman. They don't want that. They don't want nobody else to get what they was getting.
I know.
A lot of women are like that.
Situations like that.
Wait, man, I can't hardly hear what y'all saying.
Yeah,
my bad.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't now. My fault. I had a call coming.
I was saying, I understand what you're saying, Portis. I know situations like that. I know people that would just, if I can't have them, or if somebody, like I said, I was telling Mo earlier, when men get with other women or the relationship ends or something like that, and they, like you said, go back and keep on messing around. Yeah, they will go and put the child on child support. But the only person that suffers is the child. No matter what you say or how you say it, the child is the one that suffers.
That's my point. That's been my whole point. When I kept saying that people, that the two adults can't put their personal feelings aside. When that man, or just like when I said me, when I kept going back and forth, I was wrong, because I wasn't looking at my child. I was looking at what I wanted to do. And that's just like with any other man. If you going back and forth with your baby mom, knowing that you got somebody else or whatever the case may be, you ain't even looking at your mate. You being selfish, and you're looking at yourself. You feel what I'm saying? But on the other end, now, for the man, that was wrong on his end. But on the other end, for that woman, though, too, she has to look at herself, though, too. Where's your self-respect at? You know that this man is already involved with somebody else. You have to learn how to say no yourself. Because because
thinking
if you don't allow it, he can't do it.
But what
It
that
is
man
some-
telling, but what that man telling that woman, you giving this woman all these false hopes.
Man, wait, no,
Miss
Mac, Miss Mac, listen, listen, Miss Mac, be real. Listen, be real. Listen, wait a minute. Be real, Miss Mac. Be real. Listen, be real, Miss Mac.
Y'all men be doing that. Y'all gonna talk about the main woman.
We will say,
to these sides,
listen, we will say what we need to say. We will say what we need to say to get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But at the same time, though, Miss Mac, y'all, we can't make no excuses. We can't make no excuses and just say, we just can't be making no excuses when it comes to this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
We just gonna stop that 90%. We gonna kill that 90%.
Man, we just having
everybody
listen. This is egregious.
Doing that.
This is egregious. I don't understand how y'all cannot say that there's 90% of these women out here that's really on there, really in their feelings. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Listen. Listen. We've been on here for 2 hours now, so we're going to get ready to cut the show, man. Listen. I want to thank everyone, each and every last one of y'all, and I want to apologize too for being late for jumping on, but I still love y'all. My fault, y'all. I got space again, so Bo, hit me up with the what's the names, and we gonna make it happen. Mo Gotti, Miss Mac, y'all want to give something before we get up out of here?
No,
yeah,
I'm just
let me say this.
I'm just speak. Go ahead, Miss Mac.
Okay, y'all. Just let me say, women, start closing y'all leg, especially close y'all leg to marry men. Let's say that. Close your leg to marry men, and you hit me up if you need any more to that. But listen, just know what you're doing. Both parents are responsible. If you having sex and a child is conceived, then you are responsible for taking care of that child, whether y'all together or not.
Absolutely.
So if you bitter, or if you not bitter, or this happened, or you need resources, if you need that, if you got to put him on child support, or if you got to put the woman on child support to get help for that child, it is based on the child. The child is the one that needs it. So set all your feelings aside, what you feel like is right, what you feel like is wrong, because if y'all was able to come into agreement and not get the court involved, the court would not be involved 9 times out of 10. Period.
You right about that.
All right, go ahead, Mo.
Right. I want to talk to the young men. Young men, you have to be wise about who you choose to have kids by. Young ladies, you need to be wise who you have kids by. Young men, when you get with a woman, sometimes, I know a lot of people have casual sex, like I said earlier, but you got to have the right intention. Be wise, because you may get that woman pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
You may have it. Y'all gonna have some type of connection for 18 years or even more. Sometimes to the kids 26. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is you got to understand, you got to learn that person. Because if you have a baby by somebody and they side of the family ain't helping, your side of the family ain't helping, she got to put the baby in daycare, like Miss Mac says, $500 a week, and all these other expenses going on. That's hard. So it takes a village. Have a baby by somebody, like Miss Mac said, they got a relationship with their mother. Because 9 times out of 10, with God, first with God, a family-oriented person. Have a baby by somebody like that where you know you're gonna have that support, because it's really hard. It's hard for 2 people. So if it's hard for 2 people, we know it's hard for 1.
Absolutely.
So we gotta be wary. We gotta be wise about that. I mean, all that other stuff, this and that, we're not gonna be together. We're not gonna be together. I'm not gonna tip over there and try to have sex with you or whatever. We just gonna be responsible adults and take care of this child. We got to leave all the other stuff out the door. Let it go. Just worry about the child. Because, like I say, if that woman still feeling some type of way, and you're not even going back and tipping with her like that, she's still bitter or whatever, something mentally going on with her.
Right.
I'm just being real. So, y'all, we got to be careful who we have kids by.
Mm-hmm.
And young men, don't be out here having different baby mamas. Because when you get in your 50s and 60s, you're going to be broke. You're going to be broke
before you turn 20.
You're going to be broke because, like I say, it never ends. They going to come get you. I'm telling you, I seen guys, I know guys in their 60s right now. Kids are maybe 40 years old. And they still paying child support.
Right.
Back child support. Back in. They gonna come get you. They gonna take your pension. They gonna take your Social Security. They gonna take your taxes. It never is. So stop it.
Well,
stop it, y'all.
Well, and y'all got the message for the night, man. So it really ain't too much for me to say, man.
It takes a village. That's right, Elton.
Yeah, Elton says, say that, Mo, it takes a village. And a lot of y'all men that's on child support, if you don't file your taxes, file them taxes. File them taxes.
It goes to that balance.
So y'all heard the message that Ms. Mack said. You heard the message that Mo Gotti said, and y'all understand, you know what I'm saying, where I'm coming from, I guess. But with that being said, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Thank everybody for the comments. And again, my bad, y'all, for being late coming on, but I'm back on point. But y'all, we gonna probably come on again tomorrow night, hit y'all with, because we've been off for a couple days. So we'll probably come back on tomorrow night and give y'all another hot banger. And I will be on time. I'm gonna just keep pounding myself because I wasn't on time. But other than that, listen, enjoy the rainy night, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the planet. We love y'all. I am Portis, aka Mr. Squad in Your Face, aka Mr. Intellectual himself, and I am with my co-host.
Mo Gotti. I was reading out to his last comment. He said the health department has protect. Right. Yes, protection. That's I hear what you said, Alton. Yes, I am Mo Gotti, aka LIV, the DOWG. Dang. I got told. But we appreciate everybody watching the show, man. That tongue just went the other way. That tongue said what it wanted. But we want to thank Miss Maggity Mack. We want to thank Miss Maggity Mack for coming on the show tonight. She held it down. She held it down.
For sure. Thank you, Miss Mack, for holding it down. Hey, y'all. We are out.
All right.
Peace. Man, that tongue got twisted. I be the D-O-double-G dog. Lord, that tongue got twisted.